Hi everyone. One of the most important things you can do to improve the resale value of your home is to present it in a clean and tidy manner. Now, I know this sounds rather obvious, but you'd be surprised oftentimes, and when we go to perhaps to show a home, maybe the seller was so preoccupied with getting the home ready to put on the market and maybe having it freshly painted or having the kitchen remodeled that maybe they overlooked the fact that their garage was really cluttered or that their living room was really cluttered. And so, having the home freshly painted or having a new kitchen put in, those things definitely always increase the value of a home. But even after doing those updates, you want to be sure to save some time to have the property cleaned and have it basically tidied up so that it shows its best. If you haven't seen it yet, the show Tidying Up with Marie Kondo on Netflix can be really inspirational. My family and I just started watching the show, and it was great because the episode we saw featured a home in Lakewood here in Southern California, and those homes were built in the 50s, and unfortunately they usually don't have very big closets. And so that oftentimes is something folks here in Southern California can really relate to. So I wanted to give you 5 tips on how to have your home cleaned up and looking tidy. Tip number 1, curb appeal. Have your lawn mowed, have the dead leaves raked, have your trees trimmed if they need trimming. If you're about to put your home in the market and you're just too busy to have the lawn taken care of the way it should, we've got folks that we can put you in touch with and get that done in a very economical way. Number 2, remove clutter. On the floor, on the countertops, you're really trying to create open space. And if a home feels cluttered to a buyer, they may not feel that it's really as spacious as it really is. In some cases, a smaller home that's really, really tidy might feel more spacious than a larger home that's kind of cluttered. Number 3, invest in a good deep cleaning. Buyers notice if the baseboards are dusty or if the ceiling fans are covered in dust. And these are things that oftentimes a homeowner may overlook. I mean, they do their weekly cleaning or their normal cleaning, but maybe they may only get to cleaning the baseboards or cleaning the ceiling fan once a year, or if that. And so a lot of times these things are overlooked by homeowners, and a buyer, though, notices them. And then they see these things and they start wondering, oh, well, has the home really been maintained? So definitely recommend investing in a good deep cleaning. And we've got cleaning folks that we can highly recommend that do an amazing job. Number 4, rearrange furniture. You want to create open space. And so you want it to be easy for folks to walk through the home, walk in between rooms. If you've got furniture that's in the way or that's covering a doorway or covering a closet, you may want to move that furniture. If you've got some really oversized furniture, you may want to maybe parse it down a little bit if you can, just to create more open space. 5th tip, and this is probably one of the most, well, they're all important, but this is probably the more that a lot of times people overlook, and that is try to create positive emotional response. Try to create a positive emotional response for the buyer. And what that means is, a buyer is probably going to see, half a dozen homes in a day. They're going to look at dozens of homes throughout the course of, looking online or looking. And in the end, the thing they're really going to most remember is the home or the homes that struck a positive emotional chord. So how do you do this? Well, one example is, let's say if you've got an urban loft in a downtown area. Well, maybe to invoke the joy that a buyer would have of living in that great urban area would be to feature some great pictures on the wall of the city, and to remind the buyer how amazing it is to live there and to see the great city lights at night. If you've got a single family home in a suburban area, maybe have the dining room table set so that a buyer can imagine sitting around the dining room table and enjoying dinner with their family. These are just a handful of tips. If you're looking to sell your home, be happy to sit down with you and give you some more specific tips on how to make your home look its best. My name is Tim Majka with Imagine Realty, a boutique real estate team with Keller Williams Realty, serving the greater Los Angeles, Long Beach, and Orange County area. Feel free to reach out to us. Our phone number is 1-800-309-1528, and our website's imaginerealty.com. Thanks for tuning in, and make it a great day.